Right. Hi, everyone. Today we're going to chat with Chia Le from Singapore. I've got the privilege to interview him today, and he has secured a job as a quality assurance QA engineer. Am I right, Chia Le?
Yes, fine,
QA
fine.
engineer, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So, and he did this within what, 6 months? He joined us last year, September. And I think within January or February, in January, he informed me that, he managed to secure a position and he took our test analyst job ready program. Right. So he joined us
yeah,
for our test analyst program. So welcome, Chala. Thank you for your time. Thank you so, so much. Thank you for
yeah,
being here.
yeah. Thanks a lot. Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
you're most welcome. It's our pleasure. So tell me a little bit about we'll start with a little bit about your background, Chala. What got you here? A little bit about maybe your educational background, your work or family. Introduce yourself a little bit for us.
My name is Yo Jala. Then my education background will be computer science and cybersecurity. The double major degree, which specialize in IT. Yeah. Then as a fresh grad, actually I started out working as a software engineer. Then from there, I don't don't really like interest in that much in certain the logic
Hmm.
or whatever in what short programming, then there I want to switch. Yeah. So
Right.
switch from a pure software engineer to business analyst, then from business analyst to as a QA engineer, quality assurance engineer. Yeah.
Right. So you kind of took the same route, but then you didn't like it at first. And then you ended up kind of coming back to something similar.
I would say I would say it's my the thinking of the way of interest made me switch around. So I find this job is I mean is proper is one thing, but need to how to manage the time and the resources instead
Right.
of the quality assurance, those techniques and so on stuff. The work need to
Got
work
it.
technique both end in end together.
I see. And you mentioned something about cybersecurity. So were you from the cybersecurity area as well?
From based on my education level, yes, but not from the work experience.
Right. So you did kind of make a switch from, I would say, cybersecurity to test analyst in a way.
No, more because from my education background is more the computer science and cybersecurity. But when I started out as future as a, then I started working as a software engineer. So too much coding is not my.
Ah, okay, that's great. So tell us, Chala, how did you get to know about Industry Connect and why did you join Industry Connect? What made you make that step? How did you get to know about us and what made you take the step to do our test analyst program?
Like, first, I researched from different course, different program. So I find out this course is for myself. So there's a test analysis is apart from like the business intelligence or PI or software development the program. So
Yep.
I just want to research and compare which one is not just the good as well as the make me feel more interest test on it. So I chose testing because the content is not much as compared to software. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so how you got to know us was you basically did some research. You were trying to look for a course that kind of gave you what you're looking out for. You didn't want something too technical. So, you wanted a career in the IT field, but not too technical. But you managed to find test analysts that kind of suited your objective, right? So to speak.
Yes, quite. Yes.
Got it. Awesome. So, how did you find the first 6 weeks of remote learning via Zoom? How did you find the tutors, that kind of stuff? Your experience about the 6 weeks learning journey, the first step of the program.
me, I feel can cope with those, especially the materials that they give the assignments, and try to finish it by as soon as possible, but later can re-edit and modify the content, yeah, all the stuff. And from there to measure how much I need to take out my time, yeah, need to go through all this stuff. Then I have any question or thoughts, just ask the tutor. They are very helpful and supportive. Like, know what is the problem, then how to find out the problem and to solve the issue. Plus,
Oh, that's
especially on
great.
the automation testing, the coding, so it will be much more difficult in a sense to solve it because some of them don't even try to find the online resources couldn't solve the issue.
Mm.
So have to think through uh, countermeasure of the solution to solve that problem issue, especially on the technical side.
Right. So learning online remotely wasn't it was manageable for you in that sense, isn't
Ah,
it?
yes, yes, right, yes.
Awesome. So tell us, Shala, what was the surprise element in this program? Something that you never knew, and then you came to this program and found out. Any surprise elements that you like? Oh, I didn't expect this. This is nice. Anything of those surprise elements that you had?
Mm, actually, I have one not major, but it's just normal surprise. It's just
Okay.
that you have like the internship program, which is kind of amazing because it's that everything not just do on theoretical base or all this, more on the hands-on practical as well as to keep up with the
Mm.
technologies, and then also go through with mentee mentor to mentee for assessing their assignment, their internship task. Then for mentor itself, I have to they will assess my internship task
Tasks.
and
Yeah.
how do I improve on it, give solution, suggestion, or is it like is there something that I can put in the best practice with technique?
Yeah. So, guys, for those of you who are watching, and what Chala is talking about is during the program, once you move on to the internship, you'll be assigned a mentor so that you don't feel like you're all alone because we are an IT community, we are a community, and we ensure that, your tasks are being reviewed. And this will actually build up your leadership skills as well because once you join us as a participant, of course, you're given the option on mentorship. But once you move up to becoming a mentor, you kind of gain leadership skills, extra you give those mentees guidance here and there whenever you have time, and based on their tasks, you kind of give them feedback. So that's what Chala is talking about. So I think, Chala, your main surprise element was like, wow, the internship, the practical experience, the kind of support, the kind of environment you're given in, because basically it is real working experience, that you're gaining and you're putting it
Yeah,
into use in that sense. So you're like, wow, okay, that's your surprise element. That's wonderful, challenge. So, okay, so how did you find the whole transition from the Industry Connect to MVP Studio? From 6 weeks of program all the way to the internship. It's of course a
mm,
huge jump because it's a very different environment. 6 weeks you're going through classes, and then in 3 months,
yes,
you move on to like a real environment. So,
yeah.
how did you find that transition, and how did you manage it, Jana?
I think I okay. Plus, there are a few ways of doing it. So one way is if cannot remember, so you need to put down a calendar or put down a note that
Mm.
oh, these are the times I have to prepare to organize what I want things I need to do. So as well as things that I'm not sure better inform me so that you don't tend to forget about this question to the mentor, as well as those doubts or like uncertainties, even solving myself need to take more time to think through and analyze properly. Yeah. Then of further up, my mind also think through that these are the things need to do it well. So I mean furthermore just focus on one at a time and
Mm.
from there to improve on then keep on moving on. In
Exactly.
the end, it's like self-study. I have to do
Yep.
self-study over there.
Yep. And that's great, like what you said, Shala. I mean, you were talking about, when you transited from the 6 weeks to the internship, and you just shared that you managed your time, you set calendar reminders, you made sure that you organized yourself because it's really independent. It's independent learning that you're really focusing on. So being independent, you
Yeah.
got to make sure that your time is managed well. It's if you hadn't managed your time, I think it would have been even more difficult for you to kind of achieve what you've achieved within 6 months to really make that change, because you really made use of the content and what you learned into a job now, and you also joined us by
Yeah.
the grant, which is great, the TIPT grant. So that also kind of gave you a timeline to move forward to, and monitor yourself even better. So if you were to mention a few highlights during the internship, Chala, what were the highlights? Like, like caught your attention or that kind of stuff. What would you say were the highlights of the internship for you?
I would say I would say the internship goes like meetings, especially the QA or software development chat. Yeah,
Tech chit chat.
I have joined, the meetings. I joined a few of them. Yeah, and since last year, then from there, just I ask questions because nobody had to ask something to kind
Yeah.
of silent. So just try to ask, and then I got to pick like the answer from the tutor. Yeah, test and
Mhm.
mentor. So one
So
of
your
them.
main highlights were the tech chit chat sessions, the additional sessions that were conducted during the internship, for you to
Yes.
kind of seek help, especially a lot of them, to be honest with you, Chala, mentioned the tech chit chat sessions or the additional workshops conducted. So let me just give an explanation to those who are watching the video, right? So what Chala is talking about, guys, is basically our extra value add sessions that we conduct during the internship. We have various kind of sessions like life skills to presentation skills, leadership skills, and we have technical skills to help you guys out when you get stuck during the internship. So that's what Shala is talking about. We have tech chit chat sessions for you to join on, hop on. If you have any questions about your internship, you're stuck and you need an IT expert's opinion, that's your session for you to attend. So that was your main highlight. So we're happy that you made use of those sessions, Shala. I mean, it's good that you kind of made use of those tech chat sessions and asked questions and found your way out, because a lot of people don't go searching for their resources and their answers. But for yourself, I
Yes.
see that you did chase, you did, okay, I need to ask, I need to join, I need to get this done, I need to sort out my questions. So which is a good thing that I feel you really did put in 200% of your effort. So that's a job well done, which is what led you to your results, right?
Yes.
So what advice would you give anyone who's looking to join the software IT industry? Generally, what advice do you have for someone out there who's now still thinking, or should I not? What advice would you give them, Jala?
Okay. Then for, let's say, for software development advice, like there must be very uh, focus oriented. They also they must be, have the passion of coding, especially. Yeah.
Right.
And from there also need to have, they must know about the problem solving skill and analytical skill as well. Need to solve the issue when the code when the coding got problem like bugs issue. They have to solve
Mm-hmm.
it as well. Then so they need to have the capability to think of the way out of the box feature to
Yep.
customers. For like they must be at least almost every day learning algorithm coding stuff, especially for software development. And also for software testing, maybe the same thing but a bit lesser on the coding side. If they
Mm.
don't want to transit towards automation testing. Tester. Yeah. If not, I mean, it is then the same, but it's, they also need to have problem solving and analytical skill troubleshoot the technical problem issue, then also need to understand what is the issue and the process of the QA. Like the basically those methods and the process being given.
Right, right. So you're telling them that, if they really want to go for software development, they need to have the passion for it and know what they're getting themselves into,
Yes.
what testing is about, to really do proper research of the field that they want to go for, and then, kind of pursue that further.
Yes. Their
Yeah?
own interests and also especially on their attitude as well.
Attitude, yes.
Yeah, good attitude. Then just don't nail back down. Yeah.
Of course, of course. I think I would say attitude is a huge part of it as well, because, wanting to do something is one thing, I want to be a software developer, I want to be a business intelligence data analyst, but at the same time, having the right attitude to get it done and be able to work despite facing obstacles is another thing altogether. Because let's face it, when you get a job, yeah, they look at your technical qualifications, but they also look at your attitude and the way you are, the way you manage things. So I would say that is equally important. So thank you for that, Chala. I think it's very good advice for those who are thinking, what should I do? How should I get started? And I think they would be happy to know that they should make sure that their attitude is in the right place, their mind is in the right place, and that they do proper research. Yeah.
Yeah.
Much for your time, and we truly appreciate whatever you've done in terms of the time and the effort that you've put in. We look forward to you keeping in touch with us. You're always an alumni. You're always welcome back. Keep in touch with us. And we would really like to wish you all the very best from the entire team, Industry Connect and MVP Studio. We would like to wish you all the very best in your career. And I'm sure you're going to ace it. I'm sure you're going to be a diamond, a rock star in your company.